The Chinese response to dissent, an overwhelming show of force. There are reports of thousands of armed police moving into ethnic Tibetan areas. A Time journalist seeing it firsthand in the monastery town of their town.
So when we were on the road out, we saw a tremendous number of trucks carrying fresh troops coming in. These guys were very different. They were fully armed, clutching rifles. Some of them had bayonets already on the end of their assault rifles. They had with them ambulances. They had paddy wagons to put prisoners into. They had everything for a very long occupation. It looked like they were going to war.
Meanwhile, China has stepped up its media campaign. A primetime documentary on state-run television across China depicts savage violence in the Lhasa riots of last week. It showed destruction to ethnic Chinese businesses. It showed the maimed and the mutilated. Accounts of awful violence. The bottom stairs of the house were burnt, this man says. My wife's sister was too scared to jump. She got stuck in the building and she was burnt alive. The documentary blames thugs and criminals. No mention of Tibetan grievances, nothing of the Chinese security response. But the ethnic violence is consistent with an account by a woman known to this reporter who moved some months ago to Lhasa to study the language.
If you took any picture, you're dead.
She doesn't want to be identified because she plans to return to Lhasa, but she says she was beaten to the ground because she was ethnic Chinese.
So I couldn't even stand up. So I fell down on the ground, and then people came to me, kicked me. And when I tried to stand up, two guys, I think at least two guys, came to me with those stones, a little bit bigger than my hand, and just hit me by the stones.
She was saved, she says, by a Tibetan youth.
A Tibetan guy, a young guy, came to me. He looks like 20 years old, and he came to me, protect me in his arms. I don't know why, just, he's so like an angel, and he came to me, protect me. So I was really desperate. I keep telling him, like, help, please, they're going to kill me.
She says she loves Tibet and its people, but wonders if she was naive. Among others, the reaction is stronger.
I think the minority people are bringing this violence at a crucial time on purpose. Of course, I'm furious. I think our country is stable now.
I think a minority of Tibetans are going too far. Lots of people were killed. This is too much, too brutal. As a Chinese, I am furious, says this man. I hope this incident will be investigated and everything gets back to normal soon. In this environment, CNN and other foreign news outlets have received a barrage of threats this week, some of them explicitly violent. The main complaint, that international reporting has been too sympathetic to the Tibetan cause. Hugh Riminton, CNN, Beijing.